Welcome to Crime Time News, JA News and Entertainment with a Buzz. The picture that you see on the screen is of Niah gang, TikToker that lost his life maybe a couple of months ago. There's been all sorts of report, all sorts of speculation, all sorts of accusation, all sorts of allegation as to who is the suspect or the suspects in him losing his life. Well, the latest thing that we've heard is that the police and an individual known as Rumstein was in a shootout in a place called Alligator Pond. Alligator Pond, I think, is in Manchester. It is said that that man got the SHITTYN of the stick. Now, people, it seems as if the police have been doing their investigation under the quiet lane stealth, not saying anything. It seems as if these individuals don't understand that whenever you go on social media and you make any sorts of posts, the police, JCF, have a division that is there listening keenly, intently, looking for information along with the investigations that they've been doing. And it seems that investigation leads them or led them to Alligator Pond, where it is said that there was a shootout. Don't know if this man was the target of the operation or he was just there coincidentally and lost his life upon checking investigation, background check. They realized who he was and that he was a suspect or at least a person of interest in Niah losing his life. As soon as I get some more pertinent information, I'll be sure to divulge ASAP, point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, based on a picture that is on your screen, of a 47-year-old lady, her name is Kean Anderson. She operates a business in a Kencut, Grove Road to be specific. It is said that on Friday, she was at her establishment doing business as usual when at least one individual rolled up, ordered something, I think a cigarette. He then wheel and pop off when this lady least expected it. Blaze her up a couple of times in the head, in the upper body, upper torso. Needless to say, she was taken out on spot, taken to the hospital and pronounced officially. Now, people, when we think about stuff like this, you look at this lady, 40-something-year-old business establishment owner, like a lot of persons, just trying, not rich, but trying to pay their bills, trying to survive, especially in volatile communities. Don't know the reason or the motive behind her losing her life. Based on word on the street, and word on the street is not always 100%. It is said that this hit was sent out from somebody that is in prison behind bars. Sent out a hit, the hit was fulfilled, they achieved their objective, this lady was taken out. This is my thing when it comes to these garrison, and sometimes you're stuck between a rock and a hard place because of financial reasons. These people know that when they're in the garrison, the bills, the rental, it is not that expensive. And you're from the community, you think that you're going to get the support of the community. One thing that I've come to the realization is that when it comes to success, when it comes to business, and it comes to beautiful people, it makes you a target. It makes you a target in different reasons. The fact that she's beautiful, the fact that the people run the place, them feel as if they are entitled to any nice, sexy looking lady that they see. Sometimes these ladies, because them life in a fear, them feel like, well, if me have to operate business, then me have to go there with this person, even though I would not do this normally. They get themselves entangled in a dirty bungle for whatever reason, and I am not saying that this is the case in this case. These people, gunmen on a whole, people that usually take away a person's life, never usually have any sorts of conscience. I usually watch the poem, very insecure in their own selves. So therefore, if this individual get locked up and him knows this girl out a street and she a do her business, and him hear say the girl might get lonely. Not to say that that is the case in this case, and she might have a next man. He does not need any sorts of proof. Him just have to have him pussy watchman. I watch the people and pumps, and I report back to him. Even though it might not be true, it might be rumors and propaganda, but just for clout and to feel like they are doing something, they will send the wrong information. And you know these knuckleheads, insecure, lock up, and know say he is probably not going to see the light of day again, unless, of course, there's some sort of prosecutorial misconduct, or the person that is a witness is not showing up for his case. A lot of times it is bad mind, it is competition. An next person probably have a bar. That bar is not doing so good because they are not a people person. They don't have the beauty. They don't have the characteristics to deal with people. So therefore, people are not gravitating to them, then they also hate you. You can also be a trying person in a these garrison, and because you're not paying extortion, even though you're not making enough money to even satisfy your own bills, take care of your children, take care of your responsibility. These people feel entitled. So it's all about entitlement in these garrison. Entitlement. People want what is yours, covetousness. People want you to stick with them even though they don't have a loyal bone. Them hear say, them feel say, them getting them feelings, them obsessive, them jealous. Extortion, anything, any sorts of card can play. And like I said, persons are usually stuck between a rock and a hard place because if them go outside of where they live, they will have to pay high bills, high utility, high rental, whatever the case is. So therefore, them just get stuck until them get FUCK, as it is the case in this lady's case. Don't know the actual motive, but it could be one of any motive. Any sorts of card could have played. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, it seems as if President sworn in Donald Trump is doing exactly what he told the people that he was going to do. Make it very hard, make it inconvenient for illegals. People living in America without any sorts of legal status. Apart from deporting them, they are going to make it hard for them to do business. One of the things that they are clamping down on is remittance, meaning sending money from America to family members in Jamaica, any other Caribbean place that is deeply dependent on remittance. So pretty much one of his sidekick, I think his name is DeSantis from Florida, they've decided that whenever you go to Western Union, MoneyGram, or any of those remittance places, you will have to show identification, even better, proof of residence, proof of citizenship. So therefore, if you are illegal, it is going to be blocked. You are going to be stopped. You are going to be arrested. You are going to be put through the process, which is quicker. And you're going to end up back in Jamaica from whence you're from if you're not a legal resident or citizen or no sorts of visa. So people, take a listen, take a look at exactly what this man has to say, and then I'll speak about the ramifications or implications of that action. Take a listen, take a look.
Illegally, because they can work more menial tasks but make a lot more money in the U.S. than they can in like a third world country. So they'll come, make money, and then they send money back in remittances to the host, to their family, friends, wherever, to the home country. We are going to impose ID verification for foreign remittances. So you have to show, it's like an e-verify for remittances. The money transfer company has got to run you through to make sure that you're lawfully able to be in the country and to send money outside of our country. That will be a huge deterrent for people coming to the state of Florida illegally. I think the Trump administration is going to do something on remittances, but I think they may need Congress to do some of that, and who knows whether Congress will ever do anything. So we have an opportunity to do it here in Florida, I think in a way that makes a lot of sense.
So people, if you ask, how does that affect Jamaica? Vastly. Florida is one of those states, especially South Florida, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Daytona, wherever, that have the highest amount of Jamaicans, Caribbean living there. So we know say a lot of persons back in Jamaica, they depend on their family members overseas to send money through Western Union or MoneyGram, whichever one of them they use. That is how persons living overseas send money, even if they don't have any sorts of paperwork or documentation. That is how they take care of their family. So we see, sir, with this new government, Donald Trump, he is doing everything to hinder, make it very uncomfortable for Jamaicans or people from the Caribbean. They are going to be impacted negatively. So we have to ask ourselves, all of these Jamaicans that we used to see jumping up and down, congratulating him, went to the inauguration, meaning Grams Morgan or the family of the Morgan's brother, Aishana and people like those. The question I have to ask is this. I understand if you are an American, WHITE, and you have a problem against immigrants, and you feel as if them kind of water down on the place, they're taking over jobs and everything. And you like RACIST because that is exactly what Trump is. Trump is no sort of genius when it comes to economy. As a matter of fact, instead of hiring the best economists out there, he hires the people that him know are yes men or yes women. So therefore, he deals with loyalty. He does not deal with the best person on the job. So that makes him the type of person that does not like justice, does not like rights. He wants everything that is for his own purpose, selfish reason. So I understand if you live there and you WHITE and that is your objective. But let me ask a question to somebody that is from Jamaica that actually voted for this moron, and I understand everybody have the right to vote for whomever they want. The question I'm going to ask you, how does it benefit you? How does it benefit your family members? How does it benefit Jamaica if you're loyal to Jamaicans or people from the Caribbean and you know that they are one of the set of people that are going to be deeply impacted negatively? If you look at your screen right now, there's a picture of a man, a Spanish man. It says Hispanic for Trump, Latinos for Trump. And you notice he is now in the custody of immigration, naturalization, and ICE. If you know anything about the election, the Haitians, which are also black, even worse, their situation than Jamaica. They are the set of group that actually voted for Trump. Don't know how. These people have the most deportation, even way, way more than Jamaica. And then Jamaicans doing the same thing. I don't know if it is ignorance. I don't know if it is wanting to belong, some sorts of Willie Lynch, some sorts of slave master mentality. I don't even understand how somebody could vote for a man that lets you know point blank and period that he is a RACIST. And the thing is that this man is also from a next place other than America. He was never born there. He was born in a place where America used to fight these people. Now him come up and is doing the same thing like the rest of them. So people may just say. Him talking about making America great again, it means making America WHITE again. And if you don't see that, and if you disagree, it is okay to disagree, but we see exactly what is going on right now. It is chaos and catastrophe, and it just started. It is only going to get worse. And you know, when it gets worse, people are going to revolt. So therefore, you can expect to see just about anything, madness, and a whole lot of people going to lose their life, lose their health, lose everything, lose their mind. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.